Welcome back to another episode of Expertly Unqualified.
Welcome back, everyone.
We are super excited to have you here as always.
Super excited.
We are doing a throwback episode, so I don't know if y'all are ready, but you better get ready, and hopefully we'll jog your memory of what 2016 was. Because even just preparing for this, I did some homework. I re-listened to my 2016's playlist, and let me tell you, I think most of the songs I listen to are from 2016 normally. But we'll dive into that in just a minute. But just so you know what's coming up, it's 2016. We're throwing it back. I still can't believe that was just 10 years ago. In my head, I feel like it's maybe 4 years ago, not 10. And that makes me feel...
So I also moved out 10 years ago for my freshman year of college in 2016. I just can't believe it's been that long since I moved out. I can't believe I graduated high school 10 years ago already.
I know. And then this will be interesting because you were your freshman year of college. I was in my freshman year of high school. So we'll see how our 2016s compare. But before we jump into that, we have to do our most important segment of the podcast, our WHAT news. The news you news, the news you need to know now. So starting off strong with our weekly stats you didn't need to know, but now you know. Holly, what you got?
First one is tours, or apartment tours I went on. One. I was going to go on two, but I canceled one. And I really like it. It's super cute. I might not end up going with it, but I'm just going to apply anyway.
I'll take this out, but where was it at?
It was in... it was in Lyons Township.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's super cute because I haven't really been over there much, but it's like so cute over there. Have you been over there?
That's kind of over by like LaGrange, right?
Yeah. So it's
I've been over there a little bit. Yeah, it's nice. And it's close enough to the city.
And so it's like next to the train line and a park, and the landlord told us that there's a ton of deer that live there. But I had no idea what to expect because the listing had no pictures at all. And it said minimum 700 credit score.
And it was, why no pictures?
And it was super cheap, too, for a 2-bedroom apartment. It was, like, really cheap. So I was like, this makes no sense. It's a pretty high credit score minimum, but I'm going to try because I can meet it. So
yeah.
I'm glad I went, though, because it looked really nice.
Well, that's good. That's good.
What about you? Any stats for the week?
I have a lot of stats. A lot of big numbers. Crunching big numbers over here. The first one is the temperature difference that we will have in 1 week in the Midwest. If you're not from the Midwest, you won't understand. But on Monday this past week, we reached 75 degrees. Sunny, not a cloud in the sky, a little breezy. It was beautiful out. By next Monday, it's supposed to be a high of 24. Can you please tell me how there's a 50-degree difference in 7 days?
Forgot
and also
about
snow.
I didn't know there was going to be a third winter, so thanks for the update.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's the third winter coming. Don't check the 10-day forecast because you'll just be disappointed. And each day it gets worse.
For those who know, the worst part is, like, with fake spring, is that you get really excited, but also it means that there's going to be tornado like weather. So, I mean, like, a lot of people like it, and storm watching's fun. So I think I'm in the point where, like, I don't get scared, but at the same time, when the siren first goes on, I'm like, oh, no.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I was like, what are the chances we would get a tornado at exactly the first Tuesday of the month at 10 a.m.?
What would anyone do? For those who are outside the Midwest, that's when they test the tornado siren.
Yeah, the first Tuesday of every month, always at 10 a.m., and it lasts maybe 3 minutes. But what would happen if there was a tornado at that exact time?
This is also, like, another thing I think is, like, kind of silly, but I trained my cat when he hears the tornado siren to go hide in the bathtub or under the bed if the bathtub's closed. But yeah, so now he's like, as soon as he hears the siren, he takes cover.
He sprints. He's like, I'm ready. But yeah, we've just had a roller coaster of weather. So can somebody please explain to me? Maybe we need a meteorologist on the pod.
Just why?
Can you please explain to me why we have 50-degree change in a week? And then it was also daylight savings last Sunday, so if you're still messed up on your time schedule, so are we. It's fine when you, like, wake up. I know the first day of daylight savings, waking up is hard, but I feel like this past week it's been fine. But then I feel like I'm hungry at random times, and then it's very nice finishing work and it's still light outside. But then when you
Yeah.
go to bed, I feel like I can't go to bed at my normal time every day. It has to be like pushed back at least an hour, hour and a half, which is probably not good, but that's okay. And I do have a couple other stats. What was the other one? Well, I had one other that was in my head. And I know my mom will get a chuckle out of this because it's not at her house anymore. But number of shoes at my front door currently, 7 pairs. They're not all mine.
Hey, and then the pro move is just getting a ridiculously big shoe rack to put in front of your front door,
We have
and
a
then
shoe
getting
rack in the closet by
too
the front
many
door,
shoes.
but we haven't moved them yet. It's just easy. We also have nothing in our living room right now, so I think that kind of helps. Of like, there's literally nothing here. We should just fill the room, make it feel lived in, and so we do that by using a lot of shoes. And you know what? I had another stat, but I lost it. So those were my two stats of the week: the ridiculous temperature change, and then um the shoes. And that was one thing that always irked my mom when I lived at home. Moving on to headlines of the week. Did you have any headlines?
So, aside from the apartment tours, I have actually been doing pretty good in school, keeping up with it, and I haven't
Yes.
dropped out, even though I really want to.
I feel like every semester you have this. You're like, maybe I'll just drop. You're
Which,
so
like,
close.
I think it would be so much easier if I was just working. But I'm at the point now where I just want to be done.
Oh, yeah. But you don't have that much left, right? Okay, okay. Get her done, and then get this. You won't have to work at Starbucks ever again if you don't want to. Are you saying to get the free, what is it, free coffee for life? Or is it,
No, no,
you don't know, how long do you have to work to get that? Is it 10 years?
no. I've heard different things. I thought it was 10 years at first, but someone told me you had to make it to retirement age. So, what is that, 67?
65? You only got 40 more years.
This is the home stretch.
This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. No. Well, yeah, when you have nothing else to do besides just your one job, you're gonna be like, what? Who am I? It'll be great. My headlines the week. So we're preparing for a storm here, bad one. But you know what? There's always the Midwest dad, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I the other day, it's warming up this spring, so that's good. The other day, it was pouring rain, and so I look out while I'm working. And again, I'm not nosy, I'm just observing the neighborhood, you know? So I look out, and the neighbor across the street from me has his garage door open, and I was like, interesting. And I see him standing in his garage with his cup of coffee while it's pouring rain, just watching the rain. I was
Just
like, that's
having
such a Midwest dad move right there.
just having a whole dad of a time out there.
Yeah. And then he closed the garage door and went back in. Then like an hour later, I'm in a meeting. I'm just looking around, you know. He's back at it again. He's just chilling out there with his cup of coffee, and man, I wish I had the free time to do that. Just stand
So,
out.
another thing, I'm not sure if all dads do or just mine. This is a conversation I had with my dad this weekend. Hey, Holly, do you have a Costco membership? Yeah, I do. Do you want to go with me? No. I just want to know if you had one. Okay. How much does it cost? I said $65. And he said, okay, thank you.
He doesn't want to go shopping with you. He just wants to know how much it was, even though he could just Google the information.
He's supposed to know if I have one.
Yeah, just want to know.
I want to know.
I feel like sometimes, yeah, dads will do that. They'll be like, hey, just curious. Do your windshield wipers work? Just random stuff like that. So that was my headline of the week. I got the neighbors standing in the garage during the pouring rain, drinking a cup of Joe. I'm moving on to adulting of the week. Did you adult this week?
I
That's
have
the
an
big
anti
question of the week.
I have an anti-adulting for the week. So, I was late to work for the first time in forever.
Okay, but you're at the ass crack of dawn, so I feel like it's fine.
Monday, which I forgot was daylight savings Sunday or Monday. But anyway,
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So yesterday morning, I didn't set any alarms. I was up until like midnight 30 doing homework, 12:30 midnight.
Midnight 30?
You know, I get made fun of for saying that. I just can't stop.
That's so funny.
So I was up pretty late doing homework and I just went to bed after and I forgot to set an alarm. And I woke up at 4:37. I was supposed to be at work at 4:30.
Oh my gosh. I love how your body just woke you up and wasn't like, let's sleep in for 8 hours.
I know. And then it's also crazier because that would have been the equivalent of 3:30
Yeah,
last week.
that's true.
So I got very lucky. I woke up anyway, but I tried calling to let them know I'd be late, and the other opener was sick.
Oh no.
So with Starbucks, you can't go in the store if it's just one person. So I'm like, I had to just like get there as fast as I could. I got there like 15 minutes late, so we still opened on time, but that was just a bit
Oh my gosh.
like an oh shit
Yeah,
moment.
that's okay.
What about
At least
you?
you made it there. I would say I've been multitasking a little bit in certain ways, and then not multitasking in others. So, like, I was trying to think of a quick, easy dinner. So this past week, I just threw chicken in the crock pot, made extra, so we'd actually have leftovers, and then while recording this, I'm actually roasting some sweet potatoes. So if I have to leave abruptly, it's because they're done. And then I've been avoiding laundry, but we've already talked about that way too many times. But I got over it. We had a meeting time set for tonight. I said, Holly, I need to quickly go speed fold my laundry, so I got that done. Now I just need to put it away. I'm multitasking in the sense of I wanted to get more steps in throughout the day because I tend to sit a lot, but I also want to read, but I don't make time for either. So during my lunch today, I read and walked at the same time, which takes
Ooh,
a lot of skill, a lot of concentration, and I probably look like a crazy lady walking through my neighborhood with my Kindle while I'm on the sidewalk so I won't get hit by a car. Somebody driving past will probably be like, "What are you doing?" But I started a
you
new book.
joke,
Go ahead.
you joke, but I've seen someone do that recently.
See, my friend's dad from grade school, he just reads like paperback books while he walks.
Yeah.
But there weren't really that many sidewalks by my old house, so he would just like walk on the street. But then again, it's not that busy of a street, but it's so funny to see. But then you think about like, oh, so many people go for a walk and listen to music or listen to an audiobook, and it's basically the same thing. But I guess your eyes aren't occupied then. So I do keep a lookout. And I did start a new book, and if I do like it, we may choose it for the next book talk, perhaps. I want to read a little bit more before we decide that, and we have to discuss. But I was thinking about what's the next book. That's my adulting of the week. Oh, other things. I expanded. I didn't do a budget bites recipe this week yet, but I did find a healthier version of hamburger helper to make, and I made that the other night, and it was actually really easy and really good. You just saute some onions, and then you cook your ground beef with some seasonings. Add in the dry pasta, add in some beef stock, some milk, and
Ooh.
ketchup, but you probably could do without the ketchup or tomato paste instead. And you let it cook, and then you add some cheese, and boom, you got dinner in one pan. And so that's been my adulting. Find something easy and filling to make.
Sounds good though.
Yes. Which brings us to the trends of the week. Holly, do you have any trends?
Okay, so the big trend is the episode of the podcast. So I don't know if this is cheating, but the 2016 flashbacks, I've watched so many of the videos. They're so funny. They're just so funny.
Have you seen Kate Steinberg? Do
Yes.
her. She's really funny. If you haven't seen her Instagram, she's probably on. I don't have TikTok, so she's probably also on TikTok. But she's hilarious. There's a few other ladies that are around her age that make like flashbacks of 2016, and they're so funny, so funny.
What about you? Do you have any trending topics?
I have one, and I thought it was very fitting with this podcast. So let me just pull up the details. So I gotta find the details. Okay, Paris Hilton has new creamers out.
I didn't know that.
And I guess she parlayed. This is what the article I found. It says, quote, Hilton has parlayed her "that's hot" catchphrase into years of fun, and now creamer. Um, I saw the article and it was like, she thinks adding more glitter to your food would be better, which doesn't make any sense. But here are the three flavors. I think it's International Delight who's doing this. Raspberry champagne creamer, which sounds kind of good. I know what you want, Holly. A sweet and spicy creamer is both the spicy and sweet. Why would you want a spicy creamer? That sounds absolutely disgusting.
See, how is it?
I don't know. I need to.
Looking this up. I did
I,
just try the spicy Skittles gummies, and they were surprisingly good.
huh.
But I I don't know if everybody knows this about me, but mixing dairy and sour things or spicy things, No, sour things is the worst. I hate it.
Oh
It
yeah.
makes me uncomfortable.
I don't know what makes it spicy, and why would you want it spicy? It gives me flashbacks of why is it spicy? I don't even know who it's from, but I just remember that. And then cotton candy cold foam creamer.
Excuse
Wait,
me. So
cold
I'm
foam
sorry.
creamer?
I've seen that. So it's like they call it cold foam, but it's a can of whipped cream that's just really flat. If that makes sense.
Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. But why do they call it creamer? It's cold foam.
Okay, I
Okay,
was
go ahead.
really horrified by the spicy and sweet coffee creamer, so I looked it up. It is a blend of sweet vanilla frosting flavor with a tainty kick of chili pepper.
Oh, who
It's
decided that would sound good?
dairy free, gluten free.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
Whose idea was this? But yeah, no.
I could see raspberry champagne, and I could see people being like, cotton candy would be good. I would want to try it, but the can of whipped cream is like a bajillion dollars itself. So I don't nah. But sweet and spicy and dairy, but non-dairy. So no, that gets a
This
no for me. It
not
says
for
coming
me.
out March 12th, so you better run to the store and go get it because it'll be waiting there for you.
It reminds
Yo.
me of the trend of putting espresso in Coca-Cola.
You know how last week I was saying like go watch a guy's video who he drank the Coke and coffee thing. And I don't remember tasting it, but I guess it was like a freebie at Jewel and I gave it to my boyfriend. He said it was absolutely disgusting. I don't
So
doubt it.
I forgot if I told you this yet, but Starbucks is changing the refreshers and they also changed their chais.
What?
So the chai is now unsweetened. We had the same kind of chai like 7 or 8 years ago now. Oh my god, 8.
Just a few years ago.
And so it's more watery than normal chai. And you have to add classic to it.
Classic syrup's just gross, in my
So
opinion.
we've been getting so many complaints and so many returns. I don't know if they're going to bring back the old chai, but people don't like it.
Why would they
So
change the chai? There was nothing wrong with the chai.
there's nothing wrong with it. Another new thing, they're changing the refreshers.
Why would they touch something that's genius?
So this might either be perfect or horrible. They're taking the caffeine out of them and making a separate caffeine pump. So for people who aren't baristas, you can only put the caffeine green coffee extract into refreshers. And there's a new energy drink refresher that has something like 4 times as much caffeine as a regular refresher. So for baristas, if you know, I can put this in anything I want. I can put in anything I want. I can make anything I want an energy drink with caffeine and B vitamins.
Somebody's gonna be like, can I have 8 extra pumps?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can
If
do
you
that.
really
So you can.
hated somebody, you could just keep adding the caffeine to it. Somebody's heart's gonna explode. It's gonna be like the Panera's charged drinks. It's gonna be like that, but
And
worse. Why are they doing
I
that?
and
I mean, it's
I'm
probably good for kids to not have caffeine, but
and I promise I'm not evil, but this now means that if someone hated you, they could give you a decaf refresher.
that would be even worse.
So be nice to your baristas. They have more power.
They got a lot of power.
But so I think the first thing I'm gonna try to do, again, if you're a customer, you can't have this. Sorry, it's just how it is. I'm gonna make a Red Bull Frappuccino. No, a Celsius Frappuccino. Make a Celsius Frappuccino with added caffeine to
Why
make
do
up
you
for
need more caffeine than a Celsius? A Celsius is 200 milligrams. But then again, if you get like a venti of a shaken espresso, it's got a lot of caffeine.
So, as I say, I will be unlocking the 25th hour. Watch me.
Oh my god. We'll come back and next week and she'll be like, I have crashed.
So,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
all right, so moving on to the main section. Do you have any other trends for the week?
No, but I was going to say before we wrap up our news section, the real question is when it's daylight savings time, how long does it take you to change all of your clocks to the correct time, including the clock in your car?
Okay, so I did my clock today in my car, and I'm gonna be completely honest. That is the only one I do. Everything else is wrong. I will not fix it. It'll be right.
So you just never touch it.
No, like the microwave, the stove, they're just gonna stay wrong.
There we go. There we go. Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, it usually takes me a very long time to change them, depending on how difficult it is, though. So, like, I remember not changing it in my car for a very long time because I couldn't remember how to get to the settings and it was complicated. But now that I have a newer car, it's you click 3 buttons and you can change it really fast. I did end up changing my alarm clock, and then the stove was super easy. So I ended up changing them all on the same day. But I was just thinking about that, like how many people don't change it or change it 4 weeks later, you know? But those are the important questions we're asking. I'm
But yeah,
staring, my head keeps turning to the side because I'm like watching the storm come in. I'm like, where's it
and
at?
I did finally figure out like and remember how to change the time in my car because there's a button that says H and there's a button that says N,
Mm.
but it's on the same button as a different button. So there's the buttons do two things.
Oh, a multi-functional button.
Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. All right, that wraps up our WHAT news of the week. The news you needed to know now, and now you do. So there you go. Moving on to our main topic, we're bringing it back. We should have dressed in character. Actually,
Oh,
I got rid of everything.
I still have too much. I still have too many of my clothes.
We're bringing it. We're bringing it. We're bringing it. We're bringing it back to 2016.
Starting off, just like a little throwback. The biggest thing that reminds me of 2016. It was the year I graduated high school and went to college. It was also the year of the song Broccoli. That song played everywhere. I lived in the dorms. It played all day, every day in my dorms, in the shower, in the bathroom, in my dorm room, in the hallways, in the dining hall, in the common areas, in class. You heard it everywhere.
I can't believe that. If you haven't heard the song, you probably just don't want to listen to it.
No, no. It was not considered a good song. It's also considered like a clubbing song. So it was on every party, every like bar. So it was especially weird that like at 6 in the morning in the dining hall, it would just be like full bass, full like volume, blasting Broccoli. So the first couple lyrics go, "Hey, da da, hello baby, won't you be my little sunshine?" And then it immediately just gets explicit and terrible.
Yep, and it's by Little Yachty, right?
Oh yeah, Little
So
Yachty.
if that tells you anything, no I'm kidding.
So, to go off that, Little Yachty, he had a concert at my college once. My college put on a free concert for all the students, and he had a fake Yachty on the stage that he called Fake Yachty. So he jumped out halfway through and revealed that Little Yachty was Fake Yachty, and then he had two Yachties on stage.
I'm so confused. What's a Yachty?
He's Little Yachty, and he had Fake Yachty.
So he had somebody
pretend to be him. So he's not in it to make good music. He's in it to mess with people.
Fair enough.
He's in it to be a prankster.
Okay. What's funny is that while you were going into your freshman year of college, that was my freshman year of high school. And I was looking back at my photos and stuff, and it was like all the themed homecoming, or no, well, okay, homecoming in general. I don't miss that at all. Trying to figure out what dress you're wearing, how you're doing your hair, how you're doing your makeup. Is somebody going to ask you, what group are you going in? Where are you going for dinner? Do you need... I don't miss any of that. And then you go to the dance and it's super sweaty and you just jump up and down with your fist in the air the entire time, basically. The best part was getting McDonald's ice cream or like the McFlurry after, or going to Oberweis or whatever. But in that, all the football games, there are themes of what you're wearing. So I have like Hawaiian, whiteout, and I just question a lot of my outfit choices, which we'll get into more. I got my driver's license that year. It was, just looking back, I was like, dang. But I feel like we should go into songs since you already started with Broccoli. Let's see. I mean, there are so many songs that just come to mind.
So just to look at the Billboard top.
I have a list here. I wonder if it's the same as yours. Justin Bieber and Drake were at the top.
I remember back before Drake fell.
Oh my gosh. Love Yourself by Justin Bieber, Sorry, One Dance by Drake, Work by Rihanna, that played over and over and over again. But then there's some others that stick in the noggin. Closer by the Chainsmokers.
I was about to say.
If I had a penny for every time I heard that song, I would be a billionaire by now. It is so overplayed. And when it came out, I was like, this is such a great song. And now every time it plays, I have to like skip it. Okay, Panda. I don't even know. It's by Designer, but I don't even know if they have any other song besides Panda, Panda, Panda. We got Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. They were big back then. I think they've come back and like had other songs too, but Stressed Out, Heathens. God, I just remember like these specific songs of driving to football games and these are playing.
I remember We Ain't Ever Getting Older.
Which one's
When
that?
Wait, maybe that's older. When your roommate out in Boulder
Nope,
got
that's
your
that's
mattress.
closer.
Oh, that is closer.
That is
Ha!
closer. You think you can get away from the song, but it just follows you everywhere.
No, no, it follows you everywhere.
Cheap Thrills by Sia.
Oh,
All of these they've played so much. Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. Don't Let Me Down by the Chainsmokers. Fifth Harmony was a big thing. I had Boss in my top songs from them. Work from Home. We got Cake by the Ocean. I was looking back at my Spotify from 2016, and it's kind of scary, but we got my top song was No by Megan Trainor. My
this one
name
is,
is
is
No.
hilarious. Treat You Better by Shawn Mendes. Do you remember?
Yes. No one can treat you better. Who knew you guys were getting a whole concert? I took a
Oh,
pill at Ibiza.
oh, did you already say this one? But Love Yourself by Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
sorry.
all the time that you my parade. But I wonder like how different these songs hit, whether you were in high school or college. Like I wonder.
I think it is a different kind of hitting. It's different.
Yeah. Like I can, unfortunately, when I play my Spotify from 2016, I can vividly remember sitting at a desk working on my homework. That's what I got. But yeah, 2016 had some music, and I can't believe some of these songs are that old because I swear they'll play on the radio and I'll be like, oh, that's not that old of a song. In addition to songs, because I feel like we're missing a bunch of songs from 2016. These were the ones that most popped up for us. But movies that came out in 2016, I think I would be better at guessing when a song came out versus when a movie came out. But here are some movies that came out in 2016, which I don't think I haven't seen all of them, which is probably a little bad. But Captain America: Civil War came out. I've never seen one of those movies, so I can't tell you if it was good. Rogue One for Star Wars, I think I saw part of it. Finding Dory is 10 years old now.
I can't believe that.
Zootopia is 10 years old now, which is crazy. That movie's so good. Like I love Zootopia. I haven't seen the second one, so I need to get on it. Deadpool came out, Suicide Squad, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Moana, and La La Land. It took me forever to watch Moana, I feel like. But that's
I still
a
haven't.
great one.
Don't kill me. I haven't watched it.
You've
I
never
still
seen
need to.
Moana?
I still need to.
That should be your homework for this weekend, Holly. It's so
And
good.
I have to watch Zootopia too, so I'm behind.
I haven't seen Moana 2. I started it and then fell asleep, so maybe I should watch that this weekend.
Also, I watched Mulan for the.
Oh, really? I like it. I hadn't seen it in a while, and then my roommate my freshman year of college really liked all the Disney movies, so I ended up rewatching it. It's a good movie. Speaking of 2016, we talked about movies and songs, and now how about internet trends?
Okay, so can you guess my number one internet trend that I was the most obsessed with? There are two. I was gonna say two.
Okay, I'm gonna go with bottle flipping.
Oh shoot, no.
Okay, is it one of the memes?
Yes.
Is it the Arthur meme? No, it's
Harambe.
Harambe. Okay, I saw
Rest in
this.
peace.
I saw this on the outline and I completely forgot about it. So tell the story of Harambe.
So, I think it was a Cincinnati zoo. There is a gorilla enclosure with a sweet, kind gentleman named Harambe who lived there. So, Toddler jumped into the gorilla enclosure, and to save the child, they shot and killed Harambe, which sparked the internet outrage.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Harambe. And a lot of other memes, too.
Oh my gosh. I remember that, but I had completely forgotten about it. If I mentioned bottle flipping, if you're like, what the heck? You would take a plastic water bottle that had most of the water drank out of it, and then you would flip it and you would try to get it to land perfectly. I remember doing that all the time, or seeing somebody do it all the time. The other thing that I remember was the mannequin challenge. Did you ever do that?
No, I never did it, but I remember it.
Black Beatles in the city. Okay, so it was a song called Black Beatles. I don't even know who sings it now. This is embarrassing. But Black Beatles in the city. I sound just like the music, let me tell you. This song would play, and so you know how like there's popular reels now? It's kind of like that. And where do people even post it? Instagram? Vine. Okay, I never had Vine, and I didn't have Instagram. I didn't have any social media back then, so I lost out. But you would play the song, and it would go around the room and you would just freeze and you wouldn't move. And I don't know what the whole point of it was or how it started, but it's just funny to think about. There was a bunch of Vine references on here.
So
So
I
you want to go
remember,
through that?
and then after Vine was like, I need to play all of the top songs for my cat. He wasn't alive in 2016.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't know what it's like. He wasn't there.
Like Beatles.
I looked up that song and I forgot to. I didn't have this written down, but they're wearing clout goggles. Do you remember clout goggles?
Those like the white ones?
Yeah, and like everyone started bedazzling them.
I need to Google this because I don't quite remember. I was just a wee child back then. I forgot about those were called clout goggles.
Clout goggles. Everyone would like wear them like when they went out too, which was funny because it was.
That's hilarious to wear them out. Okay, so Vine could have had so much money if they just stayed doing what they're doing. Do you want to tell the listeners some of your favorite Vines or like the most popular ones? I only know a couple.
Okay, so the first Vine star, this was back when I was like in high school, was Nicholas McAllis. And I still have so many of his Vines. Which he was the one who like made the gummy money. Also one of the most classic, iconic. Damn, Daniel.
And what was that even in reference to?
It was just this like high school kid. His friends would follow him around going, "Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans."
So, for those of you who didn't have Vine like me, it was basically like before Instagram had Reels and TikTok was a thing. It was like that, but just on an app. Where like Instagram was strictly pictures only.
And another classic. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
21.
I was thinking
Another one of my favorites. Oh, sorry, go on.
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that? And another one of the classics was "You're so dumb, you can't even make a ham sandwich."
How about you almost made me drop my croissant?
I forgot about that one. But yeah, when I'm mad at work, I still say that. And fresh avocado.
Avocado. And
fresh avocado.
My favorite is when there's a sign for road construction. It says "road work ahead." The guy who's videotaping me, he's like, "Road work ahead? I sure hope it does."
Oh, also, hi, welcome to Chili's. And another one of the most famous ones was, "It's an avocado." Thanks.
Which I don't even understand the reference to them, but they're just funny. How about the one, I think this is a Vine, I hope it's a Vine, where they're like, "Whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe." That's a Vine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wasn't just quoting something random then. Okay, so basically just a whole bunch of funny videos that were posted. Got a lot of.
It was also, this was when the Snapchat started getting really popular too.
The Snapchat, yes.
So,
again,
okay.
I didn't have Snapchat until college. I'm
thankfully,
a little behind the times.
Not a bad thing. With Snapchat, Snapchat filters were all the rage. And so this is also when like Facebook Messenger started getting really popular. And I remember back then in Messenger, and like you could FaceTime people with filters on.
Really?
And that was like such a big thing. So like, you know, like dog filter, that was like everything.
Yeah.
Dog filter was everything. So like with FaceTime Messenger and some of the other apps, it was like really popular to do FaceTime with those silly masks on and just like filters on and just like pretend not to say anything, like just normal.
Oh my gosh. What was this? I see it on the outline and I'm trying to jog my memory. The pen, pineapple, apple, pen. Was that just a song that somebody did? Do you remember that?
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. It's a song.
It's a pineapple.
Pen.
It's a pen.
Here, I'm gonna play it. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll sing it, so if you can't hear it.
Okay.
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen.
I can almost hear it. There we go.
That's the pen. Pen. I have an apple.
Oh my god. Wait, was this the year that Gangnam Style came out, or was that years ago?
Oh, that was a little bit before then, but it was still when K-pop started getting popular.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, I have a pen. So if you remember that, that's a throwback. How about Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go was huge. It was everything back then. Everything.
I never partook in that.
And
crazy.
So some of the fashion trends. These were so funny. I'm just gonna go rapid fire on this. Chokers. chokers were at every Forever 21. There were so many of them. Adidas Superstars. So the white Adidas with the 3 black stripes. Every girl had those. Every girl had those.
I was not one of every girl.
I wasn't either. White Vans. So white Vans, again, in case you skip through. Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white Vans. They were everything.
Oh my gosh.
It was also when Kylie Jenner started, like, her aesthetic started really taking off too. So that's when everyone started doing big lips, big lip liner, big. It was also high-waisted everything.
I still
It was
love
the
that
peak
trend.
of high. Which honestly, I am like just at the edge of millennial where I won't wear low-rise pants. My body's not built for it.
I'm
I'm
so
not
glad I
confident
didn't
enough.
have to go through that because that looks and I can just tell it would be atrocious.
And like you have to be like not even just stick thin. Like even if you're stick thin, you have to have like a body shape for it. And I don't have it. So
I
I'm
just
still on
think
the
about
high-waisted
this
trend.
the skinny high-rise jeans. Those were the hardest things to get on. And you had
I
to do the little jump to get in, you know?
have multiple pairs. For some reason, I can't bring myself to throw them away. I won't wear them. I hate them. They're the most uncomfortable thing in the entire world. But they were the only thing I wore. Like I would only wear skin tight, high waisted skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans on and then you look.
Which is hilarious because like now, if you know me, I don't think I have jeans. I never wear them. I only wear stretchy pants now.
Oh yeah, I don't know
I'm
how I
confident
wore
in it, but
jeans back then. I'm trying to think of everything high waisted. I wasn't all that into makeup, so I didn't have the
oh yeah.
full lowdown on the Kylie Jenner stuff. I remember like ombre hair was really popular.
Yeah. Ombre hair and then balayage started getting popular too. Now
Yes.
everybody has a balayage. Everybody does.
I always wanted one, but I just was too cheap to pay for it.
And another one. I never really did my eyeshadow like very much, but cut creases. I usually just did like more simple makeup looks, but cut creases were so popular, which is where like you had a different like you had like shimmery eyeshadow or like a different color eyeshadow on the bottom of the lid. And then your crease it would be like totally separate, not blended in. It
Oh,
looked good though.
I kind of forgot about that.
And
When
that's
was the
also
cat
like
eye?
that was a cat eye era too. So cat eye,
Wow.
red lips. And this is
Yes,
when like the
yes, the red lips.
Kardashian aesthetic got really popular. So this is when like contouring, big lips started and like thicker brows got really popular.
Yeah.
So
I
naked
think it.
palettes,
Oh,
Anastasia Beverly Hills eye kits, eye dip brow eyebrows, and the Kylie Jenner lip kits. Those were like the most popular.
for chunky necklaces,
Yes, I
statement
remember like the
necklaces.
bubble necklaces and the statement necklaces. I never had like the real bubble necklace from J. Crew, but I had like multiple of like the cheap ones from like
I
Wet
look
Seal and
back and I'm
stuff.
like, I thought that looked good. Did you ever go to Charming Charlie's?
Yes, I remember that.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if it was just a Midwest store or whatever, but it was like cheap ish jewelry of every color. Like it was a color coordinated store.
And there were so many colors.
You could get like clothes there too, but I just remember their jewelry. And they would have like matching necklaces and earrings. And it was like the chunky necklaces. I had so many chunky necklaces. And for some reason, I thought like I had a black and white dress. And so, you know what goes with the black and white dress? A seafoam green
Yeah,
chunky necklace.
yeah. Your options were seafoam green or coral. That's
Yes.
it. That's it.
Oh my
Nothing
god.
else.
I wanted my whole room to be those colors. I was like,
Same.
these are the colors that are in.
And I had so much coral, like accessories and like lipsticks and nail polishes. It's so silly.
Now that I think about it, I did too.
Some other cultural things. I can't even remember. Like, I can't even believe this was a thing. But pink drinks were secret on the secret menu.
Ooh, I forgot
Pink
about
drinks
that.
weren't real yet. Pink drinks
Was
were on the
this
secret menu.
was this the year with the s'mores frappuccino?
Yes, they were so good. So
That was
good.
delicious.
And if you know, you know, it was also the year of the unicorn frappuccino. It tasted terrible. It was
Oh my god, I
horrible.
forgot about the unicorn frappuccino.
So the college I went to at the time, I went to University of Illinois. They did the highest sales of the store on campus did the top 5 highest sales in the U.S. during the unicorn frap. I was gonna go get one,
Serious?
and I looked at the line. It was a joke. It like the line. I am not kidding. It was over an hour long to get your drink.
Oh my gosh. I don't. Was there another Frappuccino that came out at the same time as the unicorn? Because I feel like there was one.
There was like a zombie one too, and
Oh my
there's a
god.
witch's brew, and there was a couple others that were like crazy
That,
too.
can they bring back the s'mores? That was delicious. Not healthy for you, but so delicious. Yikes! That was 10 years ago. That's a little
And then
scary.
back then, the It water bottles, because you know those games so much. Everybody had the
This,
Hydro Flask,
yep,
and
with scrunchies.
oh,
Or was that later on? That might have been a 2019. I don't know. Everybody had
and
the hydro flasks with like the stickers and
and the
scrunchies, but I think.
the other one that was everything was Sip by Swell and Camelback. Everybody had Camelback too.
And then I was thinking about, even though I didn't have any of these, Disco became really
Yeah,
popular, which I don't understand why people need like 18 different apps that they can just post their photos on. But Visco was like aesthetically pleasing. It was almost like a Pinterest without the recipes. It was just all photos. I don't know
and
how to describe it, but I just remember everybody having Visco.
I remember I always thought it was so weird when people like actually posted on Visco instead of Instagram, but it had the best filters. Visco filters were so good.
I feel
And
like
then
people would post on Instagram, and then whatever was like a good enough photo, they would also post on Visco.
oh yeah. And like
And,
I think
yeah.
I also saw a lot of people using Visco as a private Instagram before Finstagrams were like
I was
super big.
remembering Finstas.
Finstagram. So a while ago I was showing my coworkers who are in high school right now my fake Instagram from 10 years ago, and they were laughing so hard. They couldn't believe it was me.
That's hilarious.
And another thing that was really popular, if you know, you know. So selfies. You would take a front camera selfie in a mirror with a flash on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how you did it.
Ugliest thing ever, but we did it. We did it. Yeah, wow. All I can remember is like softball practice. Going back to songs, it was like softball practice. It was like 17:38. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
And then I remember that was also like so many people's Instagram bios. Hey, what's up? Hello.
Oh my god. There was a lot in 2016. We probably haven't even scratched the surface.
And then just some other pop culture moments that happened. Beyonce's Lemonade, which I remember before it came out, there was all of this talking about how Jay-Z cheated on, which it's so sad. But it turned out to be true. But the album Lemonade was still pretty good.
It was good. I know the song Lemonade. Wait a minute.
Also, another one. I have not actually watched Hamilton yet. But this is when Hamilton first dropped
You,
and it was
you haven't seen
everywhere.
Hamilton yet?
No, I still need to, but
Oh my gosh. It's actually really good, and I'm not a history buff, but it's very good. And then I saw that Stranger Things came out for the first time.
oh yeah.
I can't believe that it came out in 2016. I just watched it within the past 3 years, so where was I? What was I
And then
doing?
this one I almost forgot about too. Galaxy print everything. Leggings, clothes, hoodies, everything.
How about the galaxy print with like a rainbow on a cat?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
I know exactly what you mean. And then, okay, now next up, this one's for Chicago fans. Chicago fans only. So, this is something my grandpa tragically did not live long enough to see. But this is something that everybody has been hoping and praying for years. In 2016, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. If you know, you
108
know.
year drought.
If you know, you know. Entire generations of people have lived and died before without this happening.
That's crazy. That's crazy when you put it that way. And I forgot 10 years ago. Did you
So
go
I
to
was
the parade?
I was living in Urbana-Champaign, so I didn't go to the one in Chicago, but I was remembered. I could just hear it from like there was a parade in like down like the little campus like downtown area,
Yeah.
and I could just hear everybody around me scream when they won everywhere.
Remember going into school on the day that the parade was happening?
Yeah.
And so many people ditched school to go to the parade that they were just handing out like extra credit and other stuff while we were there because class would have like 8 kids in it.
Another beauty trend I forgot about is double Dutch braids. I also never got super
Ooh,
into them, but when you would have like the double Dutch
that was
those were
very
so popular too.
Yeah. Chunky necklaces, the red lipstick, the cat eyes, the winged eyeliner. I'm glad some
But
things stayed back in 2016.
and like honestly, I don't know if it was the pandemic or what, but I swear this was just yesterday.
I know. And then you're like, wow. Oh,
Do you have any other trends?
not that I can think of, but you know what? I'll probably think of it after.
Do you have any advice for today?
Kidding. I have one piece of advice, or expertly unqualified advice. Go back and listen to your 2016 playlist. It'll jog memories. The other piece of advice I have is I've noticed on the weekends, I personally try to have a to-do list that's like 25 things long that I, in my head, tell myself, I need to get everything done this weekend. Pick out the one or two things that you actually need to get done that weekend, and then relax. That's my advice. You gotta let go a little bit. You can't do 25 things. Just relax. Did you have any advice?
Do your taxes. Just do them.
There we go. That's
Just
good.
get it done.
April's right around the corner.
Rip off of it.
Yeah.
But I have a rant this week. Do you have any
Okay.
rants?
I had one, kind of forgot it. So you go first, and then I'll rant after.
Okay, so this Sunday I was like driving like around. I went to an apartment tour. We got some lunch. We were like looking around. We went on a walk. So we're driving on 294. This idiot stopped and did a U-turn. Not like in those little cop lanes, you know, like where the cops sit. The only cops can use. I'm not talking about that. They're in the left lane. They use the shoulder to do a U-turn into oncoming traffic.
What?
We passed him. I don't know what happened to him. I have no idea. No idea what happened to him.
What
But
time
this
of
idiot.
What time of the day was this happening? Like the middle
It
of
was
the day?
like 3 or 4 p.m. And I was just on TikTok and I saw another video of someone on like 290, which is like a similar highway, in the middle of the night driving into oncoming traffic, which I'm like, who is doing this? So like I've noticed that like I see so much like ridiculous stuff driving up the highways into the city in the middle of the night, driving to work, where it's just like what are you doing? It's like take an Uber. Like it's cheaper than a car accident. But at the same time, it's just like, how do you even get on the highway going the wrong direction? And who does a U-turn into oncoming traffic on the highway? Who does that? For what purpose? What were you doing? What were you planning? What was your thought?
I could see somebody like illegally using the cop U-turn spot, but just to really do it. That's weird.
Oh no. So they didn't use the cop U-turn
I know, but just to not use that, that's weird.
Just to like just drive into oncoming traffic on the highway? Who does that? Anyway, that's my rant.
My rant is okay. So you know how I guess I've come to find this out. You know how when you have like dead batteries or a burnt out light bulb or styrofoam, or, like all these things you need to throw out, but they can't go in the regular garbage or regular recycling. So then you have to create a pile of this junk in your house. Plastic grocery bags, we'll use that too. You gotta create a pile of it in your house to remember to bring to a different location to dispose of properly. Why can't we just come up with something that's like with our garbage or something and just have like separate bins or whatever? Why do I have to keep all my broken light bulbs together and then I forget where we even have to put broken light bulbs? I know batteries have to be disposed of. I think you can go to Ace Hardware and dispose of them. But then I have to wait around and wait until I have enough batteries to go to Ace Hardware to drop off. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Not all, but some Walmarts have them too.
But like, how long do you have to wait until you have a pile of batteries worth going on an extra trip for you to remember to actually bring the dead batteries to? Is there an easier way that we could do this?
Another one is, so I have all rechargeable AA batteries, but why can't you buy rechargeable other batteries? I never find rechargeable AAAs. Why? I don't
Just my thoughts.
That being said, in 10 years, who knows what the trends will be? Who knows what we'll think is funny now?
There's still a lot of 2026 left, so we'll see what the trends are 10 years from now. Jeez. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Expertly Unqualified. If you're listening to this right now, we know you haven't followed. We're watching you.
We're watching you.
We know you haven't subscribed yet. We know you haven't commented yet. Take 3 seconds, click that like button, click that share button, and do it for the 2016 version of yourself. You needed to hear this today. As always, you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify, all at Expertly Unqualified. Share this with a friend. Leave us a comment. What year should we do next? Should we do one each year? Go back 10 years before? We could go back 20 years.
2006.
I was just a baby. We could do that too, but we wouldn't know unless you comment below. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks again for listening, and bye.
All right, that's a wrap on our episode of Expertly Unqualified. If you stuck around this long,
you're either extremely loyal, extremely bored, or extremely caffeinated. Either way, we love that for you.
Make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and leave a review if you laughed, related, or were personally attacked by something we said. Find new episodes and more on our website, thepodmates.com.
And don't forget, follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Expertly Unqualified. Send us your stories, questions, or weird hot takes. You might just hear them on a future episode.
We are, as always,
Expertly Unqualified. Conversation's so fun, you'll forget we have no idea what we're doing.
That was a Podmates production.